Plaintiff Terry Redding says he and the defendant dated and were intimately involved. Terry claims before the defendant ended their relationship, he loaned her money, but he's suing because he has yet to be repaid. Defendant Laura Kassab says Terry is delusional because they were never a couple, and she only admits to having sex with him one time. Laura claims it was a drunken mistake, and she told Terry she did not want a relationship. She's countersuing for harassment.
Start with you.
Yes, Your Honor. I first met Laura Kassab here around 13 years ago. We were really good friends back then. And then we lost touch for a while. I reconnected with her. She reconnected with me in the fall of 2011. After a while, it seemed we had started dating. Then she started a relationship, and things seemed to be going really well. We seemed to be getting along well with her children and stuff. Then after June of 2012, she informed me that she didn't want to continue a sexual relationship with me, which was fine. You know, I figured, all right, well, we'll continue to still be friends. But then on July 3rd, she said,
had enough.
She had enough?
Excuse me, Your Honor. We were never in a relationship.
Enough what?
We were never in any
To tide her over?
Yeah.
All right. I'll get to her before we get to the specifics of the loan. Go ahead, ma'am.
Well, first, Your Honor, he's delusional. We were never in a relationship. I never let him believe that we were in a
Hold on,
relationship.
excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
I never let him to believe that we were in a relationship. My
No,
husband,
any type of relationship?
we were just friends. And I had told him this already.
No sexual relationship?
There was one occasion, yes, but that was
occasion?
that was it, and that was all it was. And I had informed him that it was a mistake. There was alcohol involved in the at the time, and I wasn't proud of it. And I told him it wasn't going to happen again. We were just friends, and I had told him this already.
No sexual relationship?
There was one occasion, yes, but that was it.
Defendant Laura Kassab says the plaintiff was obsessed with her and was delusional about their relationship, but he insists they were dating and having sex.
So how often did you all see each other as friends?
We worked together.
Okay, got it.
And
All right, and when did you end your friendship?
about the time he started becoming obsessed with me.
Okay, what was he doing?
Let me just say, Your Honor, I had told him I did not want any kind of relationship as far as dating or being involved that way.
You told him that when?
Right from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I reminded him throughout whenever he'd bring it up, or I started seeing signs of, or he would act weird towards me.
When did you make that slip up?
Not 100% sure. It was beginning of June, maybe.
June of what year?
2012. I had just separated from my husband. We weren't even divorced yet.
All
We had
right.
7 kids at home. I wasn't looking to get involved seriously with anybody.
Why did you all end your friendship?
After he continuously came over, started pretty much showing he was obsessed towards me, even though, despite I told him we were only friends, there wasn't going to be any more.
What would he do?
Well, there was one point he was at my house, and again, we were drinking. And this is after the fact. However, he...
Slipped up?
No.
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 Almost.
No. He had too much to drink and asked to stay the night at my house.
You were drinking too?
Yes.
All right. But you didn't slip up this time?
No, and I didn't
Did you
drink.
come close?
After that, I made sure that I...
Didn't drink as much?
Yes.
You didn't drink as much as last time?
Right.
Okay, I was just trying to understand. I want to make sense of what you're telling me.
Right.
Because he's going to tell me something different, and he seems to have a document that he wants to present to show that it's different from what you're saying. All right, so your testimony is you were drinking again at your house. And he stayed overnight.
Your Honor, may I say something?
Huh? Isn't that what happened? You were drinking and he spent the night.
Well, yes, he had said he
All right,
had too
good
much
enough.
to drink.
That's all. Huh?
Yes.
All right. Now, once again, why did you end your friendship? Because I asked you why you ended your friendship, and you went to talking about, well,
Sorry.
the next month after we slept together, just we got
No.
drunk and stayed the night together again. How did you end it?
It ended, what happened is he had come over. I invited him along with other friends.
He was harassing you.
This is
Obsessed.
This is before I
Getting drunk,
knew.
spending the night.
Your Honor. We had
This
already
was
been
before that
distant.
incident?
This is no. I put an end to it right from the beginning. After that happened.
No, your friendship. When did
My
your
friendship
end
ended
with
when
him?
he decided one night to start interrogating
When?
my
What month
daughter.
and year?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let me get back to you,
the
sir. What
first-
do you have
the
you
first
trying
week
to
of
show
July.
me? That's enough, ma'am.
July
I've
3rd.
given you every opportunity to explain this stuff. And you
Misunderstood.
just sound confused about you and this man's association. You don't know when you're slipping up. You don't know when he's spending the night. You don't know when he stops spending the night. Well, you do and then you don't. What do you have? You keep
Yeah,
interrupting.
this is
You wanted
July
to show me
16th.
something.
She goes to my niece's wedding.
What does that have to do with anything? Her going to your niece's wedding?
Because on July 17th of 2012 is when we started having a sexual relationship, and we ended on July 22nd, and that was the last one.
That's not
from if you want
true.
to see our
Let's
text
see.
messages
We were already
back
not
and
even
forth.
talking anymore
All
at
right,
that
ma'am.
point.
You say you ended it. I heard you.
If you
He
read
said
the
you-
last text before hers,
All right.
and the bottom of the page that I sent on the 22nd.
It's okay, really. I had you last night. It wasn't that fun. That's not nice, sir.
Yeah, I said just kidding.
Thank you. Good night, sweets. This is you to him. Good night and thank you. All right, doctor. I knew you were stumbling around for some reason. Go ahead. All right, tell me about the loans, sir. When did you loan her money and what was the agreement?
Yeah, she was complaining about not having money for a mortgage and her bills and stuff like that. And I don't usually lend people money, and I was having trust issues with her right from the beginning. So I originally wrote everything down, had her sign it
Okay, let's
about
see
the
it.
loan.
Basically, you're saying you're paying me to have a relationship.
All right. And what has happened since then? She has not paid,
And then I
obviously.
hadn't received any money at all. After a year, I wrote her a registered letter saying, if you don't pay me by this time, by the end of the year, I'm going to take you to court. We went to court. We went to mediation. She agreed that she owed me the $2,700. She started paying me $50 a month for 5 months. After $250, she quit sending payments. And so here we are back in court.
After he continuously came over, started pretty much showing he was obsessed towards me, even though, despite I told him we were only friends, there wasn't going to be any more. We had
What would he do?
well, there was one point he was at my house, and again, we were drinking. And this is after the fact. However, he,
Slipped up?
no,
No.
No.
Almost.
no.
Defendant Laura Kassab says the plaintiff was obsessed with her and was delusional about their relationship, but he insists they were dating and having sex.
Ma'am?
That, first of all, our relationship ended the first week of July.
Beg your pardon?
Our relationship ended the first week of July.
Got that.
The-
All right.
the
Very good.
3rd of July.
All right.
Sorry.
Can we get to the loans?
As far as the loans go, I did borrow some money from him. Other amounts on the loan agreement, as that they weren't discussed as a loan originally. He had added that after the fact, and after he got upset when he thought our relationship and friendship was over,
Then why did you sign it?
to get over with it. I didn't want to deal with him anymore. I just wanted
Didn't
to be
work,
gone.
did it?
We also worked together still, and I didn't want to have any impairment on us working together.
What about the amount that you did agree you owed? Did you pay that?
No, Your Honor, I did not.
Why not?
I had started to pay him, but then his harassment continued on, and I got to the point where I didn't want to, you know, I got to the point where I didn't want to have to deal with this harassment anymore. And I said, you know what, enough is enough. You're pushing me around with this. I'm not going to pay it back. You costed me my job already with your harassment and his...
Oh, how did he cost you your job? That's your harassment counterclaim?
Yes.
Is that what you're suing him for? What did he do?
Yes. He went to the people at work that we worked with right from the beginning, before anything happened in bedroom, he went and apparently he was telling everybody at work that I was the girl of his dreams. He was going to marry me.
What's wrong with that?
And adopt my children. And
what's wrong with that?
After we had our falling out, as soon as I show up for work, he walks up to me and tries to hug me. I push him away. I tell him don't. He whispers something in my ear. Later through that night, I'm working, and two other people come up, and one tells me I was told to watch you, and the other one was I was told to keep an eye on you. And this is after our falling out. Meanwhile, after our falling out, and I told him, you know, we're done. He had continued to harass me, sending me harassing computer messages, emails, texts. I don't. Okay.
You have them?
These letters were accompanied in the certified mail.
Let's see the harassment.
These letters came with that.
The harassment letters?
And I also have witness statements to other texts. And
all right. Let me see those. All right. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right. You've given me 15 pages. Just read 3 sentences of harassment out of the 15 pages you gave to me to find the harassment.
Well, let me find 3 good ones. I guess
they have me a stack of papers and think, well, he's definitely not going to go through all that. He'll just believe it. He won't read all that. That's why I give him a whole stack. Oh, you're right. I won't. I'll let you read them. It's your stack.
Well, Your Honor, kind of the whole letter is a harassment.
You got 15 pages. Just read 3 sentences.
Okay, for instance, you have to understand I lost it all. The wife I always wanted is supposed to have, and the baby I wanted to. This is all after our falling out. He kept sending these messages.
Let me remind you. You had sex with the man, and then he tried to get you back. That's not harassment. Have a good day, ma'am. Judgment for the plaintiff. Your claim is dismissed.
Thank you, Judge Mathis.
I'm sorry, it didn't work out.
There was nothing to work out, and you did cost me my job. The harassment, having people watch me, going out and leaving letters in my vehicles.